Okay, we're going for Manchester City at home to Fulham. This is a 5:30 kick-off on Saturday afternoon in the Premier League. Talk about Manchester City to begin with. Last time out they lost to Everton, which means the title race is all square now, level on points with Manchester United. After that 1-0 defeat, Roberto Mancini came out and rather bizarrely blamed himself, saying that he thought it'd be easier than it was, which is very hard to believe. What do you think? Do they look like champions right now, or if their stuttering maybe shows that they're not quite ready for it?
Well, if you look at over the sort of previous couple of weeks of the season, I mean, Manchester City have passed the big test. They beat Spurs, they beat Liverpool. All the while Manchester United, beneath them, were putting on a lot of pressure, and they've responded well to that. Now they've got to show again. They've obviously not been as great as form. I mean, they started the season on fire, and they haven't been able to keep that going over the course of the season so far. So, do they look like champions? It's hard to tell at the moment. It's how they respond over these games, whether they'll be champions or not.
So regardless of their failings though, one thing they can rely upon is their home form. They've won all 11 Premier League games at home this season. 34 goals they've scored, conceded only 6. So they'll think, the home game at Fulham, this is where they get back on track, isn't it?
Yeah, certainly. But, I mean, going back to what you were saying about Mancini's saying unprepared side, I don't buy that for a second.
No, it's very, very strange.
I think he's trying to protect his players from...
Lost in translation, do you reckon?
I think what he's trying to do is because everyone can label them bottlers if they're thrown away from now, sort of inexperienced, haven't got anything else to win a championship. Yeah, and I think he won't get away with doing the same thing this week, and that's my point, is that he can't say for a second week, if they do lose this one, he can't say, I'm sorry, it's my fault.
Yeah, my bad.
Because then if they do lose this weekend, then his players are very exposed and open to criticism.
Okay, and talk about Fulham. Do you think I think this might be the start of the major Yol transition? Obviously, trying to transfer window. They've sold Bobby Zamora, who's been a part of that club for quite a few years now. They've brought a couple of players in. They'll be happy to get through the transfer window madness the other day with a 1-1 draw against West Brom. Against West Brom. Sorry, they haven't won away since October though, so they've got to keep picking up points. Be careful, but at the moment it's kind of a transitional period for Fulham, isn't it?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, as you say, Bobby Zamora has been central to the club. If you even going back to the Europa League final a couple of years ago, he has been at the heart of everything.
It's a very big statement to let him go.
Exactly. I mean, there's obviously rumours they didn't get on, and like you say, now he's got rid of him. It's starting to look like Martin Yell's team rather than something he received from previous managers. Yeah. And the thing is, obviously, when you get a new manager in that club, there's going to be inconsistencies, and you just don't know what Fulham side are going to show at the moment. The one that lost 5-0 to Manchester United over Christmas, the one that lost to Spurs, the one that got decent results against Arsenal and Liverpool.
They beat Newcastle 5-2.
Exactly. You just don't know what way it's going to go. I mean, they've got some really good results against top sides and really terrible results against top sides.
So away form's been a struggle. So it's a difficult test for them.
Very difficult, yeah.
Okay, we'll go for prediction. Manchester City at home to Fulham. I think it will go to form this one. I think Manchester City's home form is really strong. Fulham's away form is weak. So I'm going for a 3-1 home win for me.
Yeah, Manchester City haven't lost at home. Didn't lose at home all 2011. Obviously haven't lost at home this year yet. So I think it's going to be a Manchester City win. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Manchester City win.